Hey guys, welcome back again. This is the part 2 of your properties of matter. We're going to talk about states of matter and kind of review a little bit of what properties of matter are. Okay, so I want you to continue with your Cornell notes that you already started in your journal. Please bring as many questions as you have and write them on the left-hand side of your Cornell notes, and don't forget to ask them during the warm-up. Okay, so properties of matter are words that describe matter. They're adjectives. Okay, so physical properties, this is a review, are they're a property that can be observed and measured without changing the material's composition. Kind of what we were talking about today, like in the lab where you did color, density. Some of you guys wanted to do density today. Some example: color, hardness, melting point, boiling point. Okay. Don't forget that melting point, boiling point are physical properties. Chemical properties are properties that can only be observed by changing the composition of the material. Some examples would be the ability to burn, decomposing, fermenting, reacting with. So if you ever have kimchi, that is kind of fermenting, or sauerkraut, that's all fermenting. Okay, so that's a little bit of review. All right, the states of matter that we're going to talk about. We have solid matter, matter that cannot flow but has a definite shape and has a definite volume. I believe we already did this, so I'm just going to review it quickly. Liquid, define a definite volume but takes the shape of its container. It flows. A gas, a substance without definite volume or definite shape and can flow. So a vapor, a substance that is currently a gas but normally is a liquid or a solid at room temperature. So I'm going to skip that part. Okay, so this little table you should have in your chart or in your journal somewhere. If not, you might want to pause the video and put it down. I can guarantee you some of this will be on the test for this unit. And we will be always looking at solid, liquids, and gases. Okay? We have a fourth state. It's called a plasma. We're not going to really worry about that too much. Just know that there's a fourth state, and we have that's in the sun. All right, the three main phases again are solid, liquid, and gas. And when it goes from a solid to a liquid, that is melting. So make sure you either have a diagram of this or you have the notes in this. So this one, and I'm going to try to do better with my pen, we want to copy these down. So when we go from a solid to a liquid, that's melting, pretty obvious. A liquid to a gas, you evaporate. From a gas to a liquid, you condense. That's what happens when you have water droplets on the outside of your glass. And then when you have a liquid to a solid, you have freezing. Okay. There's one that's not in here. Let me go back. Okay. So if I go from, let me see if I can do this, from a solid straight to a gas, this is called sublimation. And this one, okay, this one is always on a test. We sublime. What happens to sublime? This is like when you have carbon dioxide, dry ice going straight into a gas. There is no liquid phase. So it skips this liquid phase right here, okay? Then we also have one that goes from a gas straight to a solid. This one is called deposition. Deposition. I don't know why my pen is doing that. Deposition. If you're having any questions, ask me again in class. I'll try to write it again. Deposition. Okay? Deposition. It's basically depositing the gas particles straight into a solid. There's no liquid phase. Okay, this one, sublimation, will always be on a test, maybe more than once. Okay. All right. So we kind of looked at this before. Even solids are moving. Liquids are moving quite frequently. My dogs are running around like crazy right now. Sorry if you can hear them in the background. This is the vapor phase, and they're going all over the place. Okay. Now we're going to talk, actually I'm going to pause the video. You can watch this one and take notes on this one, and I'll come back with part 3.